All right, you little fifth graders. This week in social studies, we'll be talking about immigration. Remember, we're talking about the time period in our nation's history known as the turn of the century. One of the largest human migrations in history happened at the turn of the century. Many people left their home countries to come to the United States. This is called immigration, starting with an E. And that means leaving your homeland to make a long journey to a new country. A person who moves to a new country is an immigrant. And there's some pictures of kids and adults coming to the United States during this time. Immigration with an E means to leave your country to move to another. Immigration with an I means to move to another country in which you are not a native, usually for permanent residence. And there's a ship with lots of people moving to the United States during the turn of the century, all from other countries. Most immigrants came to the United States or to America in search of a better life. Most were poor and wanted to escape Europe's rigid class system. If you were born poor in Europe, you had little chance of moving into the middle or upper class. They believed that class didn't matter as much in America because if you worked hard, you could find a better life. So this is the main reason people wanted to move into the United States. What this slide is saying, in most other countries during this time, there was no chance to make your life better. Whatever your life was at the time, that's how it would stay until the day you died. But in the United States of America, you could always find a better life by working hard. Your life could always be better, you just had to make it better. But in other countries, there was no way to make your life better. If you were poor, then you stayed poor. Immigrants were also trying to escape wars and persecution. There were many wars in Europe during this time. Many people were killed. Homes were destroyed. Young men were forced to serve in armies. People were also harassed because of their religious beliefs. Again, there was peace in the United States during this time, and you had religious freedom, so whatever religion you wanted, you could pursue that religion, and you weren't forced to join the military if there was a war. If you wanted to join, you just voluntarily joined. So peace and freedom and religious freedom, these were all reasons people wanted to move to the United States and still want to move to the United States. Why would someone leave their homeland to come to the United States? Better opportunities, religious freedom, escape unfair governments, and also fun and adventure. Where did immigrants come from? Between 1860 and 1900, more than 13 million people immigrated to the United States. Most of the immigrants were from Western Europe, which are the countries Germany, Great Britain, and Ireland. Some came from Southern and Eastern Europe, which are the countries Italy, Greece, Poland, and Russia. Some came from Asia, especially China and Japan. Some came from Mexico and Puerto Rico. Where did they settle or where did they stay once they got here? Many immigrants were so poor that they settled near the place where they came into the United States. They settled in Americans' growing cities like New York City, Chicago, and Boston. Some immigrants traveled to the Midwest where they became farmers. They often settled in neighborhoods where other immigrants, with other immigrants who spoke the same language and shared the same culture. Some immigrant children who are homeless, sleeping on the streets. Some immigrant farmers out in the Midwest, they have a kitty cat. Last but not least, they crazy. Have a nice day. There you have it, little fifth graders. Learn all this information on immigration.